Good morning, Bookfighters. It is Monday, October. Of course it isn't October. It's November 1st. It's the start of NaNoWriMo. Hopefully your fingers are starting to blister, and blood is splattering all over your keyboard. It's not that dramatic. But no, NaNoWriMo started. It's very exciting. I've done 1,500 words so far on day one. I've got 500 words to go, and I'm finding it okay so far. You know, I'm taking it in little bite-sized lumps, and it's going okay. I've also got essays to do for university and stuff, so you know that's all happening. I'm sick, as you can tell. My voice is going a bit, but hopefully I'll be okay. This is only going to be a short video because, you know. So this week I read The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. It's not very long, but it's quite creepy, you know. It's about children, and it's about like a haunted house and this woman. You know, it's about this. It's about a lot more than that. It's questions of whether actually is the woman actually seeing things? Is she insane, or are there really ghosts? And it's quite creepy. I also, a bit of this, I listened to an audiobook, and I downloaded the audiobook for free, and that was really creepy because this woman, she fit the bill pretty good. So you know, I enjoyed it. You know, it's a classic. I actually found it a bit, when I was actually reading it, it was a bit, I was detached from it a little bit, and I actually enjoyed the audiobook a lot more. But then once I'd listened to the audiobook and went back to it, I found myself getting into the story. So, you know, it's suitably creepy for a scary story, and yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Next week I'm reading The Pest House by Jim Crace. It's about there's a massive kind of natural disaster, and it's the dystopian future, much like Cormac McCarthy's The Road, if any of you have ever read that. I'm very excited to read this. So in Sarah's video, she discussed the kind of, you know, the differences between commercial art and art not made for a commercial purpose, and you're talking to someone whose favourite art he picks up from a back alley store for $2.99. That sounded really perverse. What I meant to say was, you're talking to a comic book fan here. You know, I get pages of my favourite art for, you know, £2.20. You know, it's what I pay for a comic book every time. I mean, commercial art for me is some of my favourite art, and I think art is all about how it makes you feel, and it's very personal to the person. Lauren asked about authorial intent, and I don't think it matters at all, personally. I couldn't give a damn. Use my Jane Austen example again. I couldn't give a damn what Jane Austen meant in Pride and Prejudice. All that matters is what I take from it, and again, it's very personal in that way, as I think art is. Yeah. My question for this week is, I'm dying to know something about your books. I know a lot of you do in fantasy, but what I want from you this week is a one-sentence summary of the basic idea of your novel. And here is mine. One line, very easy. Okay, that's all. I look forward to hearing briefly what your stories are about. And Lauren, I'll see you tomorrow. A boy with a destructive personality and his quest for redemption.